Ravens owner Steve Bisciotti and Executive Vice President and General Manager Eric DeCosta addressed the media Tuesday, discussing their search for a new head coach, Lamar Jackson's contract, and more. If you didn't get a chance to tune in, here's what you missed. First, owner Steve Bisciotti addressed the decision to move on from John Harbaugh.
I staked out a position that I thought I had come to, with a lot of thought and a lot of prayer. The reasons, and unfortunately, most of these can't get traced back to John necessarily. We led the league in giving up big leads in the fourth quarter. It's not something that winning organizations do. We have underperformed based on our seeding in the playoffs. Very disappointing. A lot of players involved, a lot of our great players involved, making mistakes that they don't make during the regular season very often. Obviously, it was emotional, and I'll be honest with you, most of that emotion came from me. I told my brother, I said it was the craziest firing in the world. I was the one choked up, and he was the one consoling me. He said, "You don't owe me anything," and you can picture John. "You don't owe me anything." He said, "You gave me 18 years.
Bisciotti and General Manager Eric DeCosta discuss what they're looking for in the search process.
And so it would be very easy for me to try and avoid those ex-head coaches because they have losing records. But I'm telling you, we are keen to their circumstances, and we won't let their first shot at a job influence us negatively for this one. As far as offensive and defensive coordinator, I really couldn't care because you're bringing in three people.
So we want the best leader we can find. We want somebody who's going to hold the players accountable. We want somebody who's an expert in X's and O's. We want somebody who the players can relate to, but also somebody that's going to be firm and continue the culture that we've built, which we think is important. And as we've gone through our first 7 or 8 interviews that we've had, it's apparent that this is a job that coaches covet, number one. They appreciate the roster that we have. They admire this organization for the continuity that Steve and Mr. Modell before him put in place. And they see that this is really a destination place for coaches. So I think we're going to be in a good position. There's a lot of interest.
Bisciotti updated that the Ravens are up to 16 interview requests for the position and have even had some college coaches reach out to express interest. He said he will rely heavily on the expertise of DeCosta, Ozzie Newsome, and team president Sashi Brown when it comes to a final decision. Bisciotti also said that General Manager Eric DeCosta is keeping Lamar Jackson apprised throughout the entire process, texting him after each interview. And he joked that he and Lamar will fly up from Florida together when the Ravens host in-person interviews in the next phase of the process. DeCosta said that the Ravens will continue these virtual interviews over the next week before bringing in 4 to 5 coaches in person to interview before making a final decision, and that the new head coach would then ideally fill out their staff by around Super Bowl time. And in non-head coaching news, Eric DeCosta talked about the importance of extending quarterback Lamar Jackson as he works to shape the roster for 2026.
Well, it would certainly give us more flexibility, cap-wise, roster building. I think that we've done a good job. We carried over this year almost $10 million, just over $10 million in money, probably double what we have in the last however many years, I think. We do have a nice little nest egg. It's not as much as we'd like. A deal with Lamar would give us the ability to be more active, to re-sign some probably more players on the team and to potentially go after, a couple big-ticket items.
And finally, Steve Bisciotti addressed the future of his ownership of the team.
Well, I'm not passing it down to the family. I made that decision 25 years ago. I don't think that's healthy for my family. I've seen families feud and ruin over these damn teams, and I was determined not to do it. I want to win a couple Super Bowls and get the hell out. I'd love that to be in the next 10 years when I'm 75.
The full press conference is available on our YouTube channel, app, and website. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with you tomorrow.